LSU commit and 5-star recruit Cam Thomas is easily one of the best pure scorers that came out of the 2020 class, but for whatever reason, he does not get the same recognition as other top-ranked guards. To give you an idea of how undervalued Cam is, he led the entire EYBL in scoring last summer, averaging 29.5 points per game, and during his senior year, he also became Oak Hill's all-time leading scorer, but yet he was not selected for the coveted McDonald's All-American game. I guess you could say politics play a role in these types of selections, but you seldom see a top 25 prospect, especially a prospect as accomplished as Cam, get snubbed like this. But even though this snub may have been heartbreaking for Cam at the time, I'm sure he moved on quickly and he's ready to prove a lot of people wrong this upcoming season for the Tigers. Cam is the only 5-star commit in LSU's 6th ranked recruiting class, and I would not be surprised if he's one of the top scorers in the SEC this year. But let's really analyze Cam's talent as a basketball player in this breakdown. Cam is an aggressive slasher that can be very hard to contain when he wants to get to the basket. He does not have that explosive burst off the bounce compared to other top guards in his class, but the way Cam attacks the gaps of the defense is extremely impressive. I like how deliberate and effective his drives are. Cam only needs about 2 to 3 dribbles to get in the lane and score the ball. His touch around the basket is exceptional for such a young player. Cam is capable of making floaters and runners under high degrees of difficulty, and what is even more impressive is that he converts on these difficult shots at a very high rate. This is great to see from a player like Cam because he only stands at 6'3", which is undersized for the 2-guard position, so Cam's soft touch and craftiness around the basket will benefit him greatly at the next level. All he really needs to do is bulk up a little bit physically, but other than that, Cam is a problem getting to the rim. But what makes Cam such a high-level scorer is his talent as a shot creator. There's not a spot on the floor where Cam is not comfortable scoring the ball, and more importantly, he's able to create his own shot with limited dribble moves. In ISO situations, Cam has a solid handle and great footwork that allows him to get to his spots and create separation in the mid-range area and also from beyond the arc. But even when Cam is not able to shake his man off the dribble, he still gets great elevation on his jump shot, which makes it difficult for defenders to contest. I also like how Cam is able to score using ball screens. He really reacts well when his man tries to fight over the screen, and he's also capable of breaking down the help side defender coming off the ball screen. Cam is just the definition of a pure scorer. He may not be the most polished prospect or have the most moves in his bag, but when it comes to putting the ball in the hole, he's arguably the best in the country. I also really like Cam's potential as a defender. Despite the lack of size at his position, he has a really impressive wingspan and solid defensive instincts that will really aid him in defending bigger guards at the next level. When he's motivated on defense, Cam does a good job sliding his feet and making it difficult for guards to get to the basket, and his length allows him to contest shots well. He also has active hands and can rack up a lot of steals on the ball and as a help side defender. Now, Cam occasionally takes plays off on defense, so his lack of motor may be an issue in college. But when he's locked in, Cam is more than capable of making an impact on the defensive end. My main concern with Cam is how smooth his transition will be from a ball-dominant scoring guard to more of a combo guard role at the next level. Like I stated earlier in the video, Cam is fairly undersized for the 2-guard position, standing at only 6'3", and I would not be surprised if Cam is put into positions to initiate the offense this year at LSU. The problem with that is Cam rarely looks for opportunities to create shots for his teammates, and that's pretty clear when you watch him operate with the ball in his hands. He's an extremely talented offensive player that struggles with tunnel vision, and he also takes a lot of questionable shots from the perimeter. Cam found a way to be efficient at the high school level scoring the ball despite the high number of shot attempts, but this will not be as easy playing against the athletes at the next level. Cam is also not the strongest or most athletic player on the floor, so when he's not able to get that first step by his man, he usually forces up a really bad shot attempt. He has a solid handle, but it's not quite tight enough to consistently shift the defense or keep his man off balanced. Overall, Cam is going to have to pick his spots better on the offensive end and not be so selfish at times if he wants to succeed at the next level. Lastly, Cam will need to improve his efficiency from 3-point range. He has a lot of potential as a perimeter threat, especially as an off-the-dribble shooter, but he has struggled with streakiness throughout his high school career. Now, if he cuts back on the 4-shot attempts that I mentioned before, then I think that will really improve his efficiency from 3-point range. When he's taking his time and shooting on balance, he makes way more shots than he misses. These are just the growing pains of a high-level scoring guard such as Cam, and hopefully he can overcome this obstacle. Well, Here's my verdict. Cam was arguably the best scorer in all of high school basketball this past year, and there's a high chance that he'll be one of the top scorers at the college level as well. He's a threat to score on all three levels. Cam does not have too many holes in his game offensively, but the main thing Cam needs to improve on is his decision making with the ball in his hands. He definitely has his moments of tunnel vision, and I'm sure he'll have some more at LSU, but I think it's very important for Cam to prove that he can create opportunities for his teammates at the next level. Being a 6'3" two guard with a one-dimensional style of play does not give Cam the highest ceiling. But if he's able to show his talents as a playmaker and as a defender this upcoming season, then I think Cam has a legit shot of getting drafted in the future.